So, Tim, I want you to share your journey in your own way. You go ahead. Share your journey, how you joined the program, and how you did it in less than 2 months. Please go ahead.
All right. So before now, I think about a year or so ago, I'd wanted to enroll for a training for the PMP itself. So I got some materials and I browsed online. So we have a myriad of coach consultants everywhere who are teaching and all of that. So I also in that session, in that process, I came across some of your videos, all of those journeys, right? And very interesting. So I came across those journeys, but the work schedule and things I was doing will not give me that dedicated time. So I felt that I was not yet ready. So
Hmm.
sometime around May this year, I felt like I said I wanted to do this program, a PMP, and I know that because of the nature of my work and current reality, I will need some push. Yeah, I need the stress around. Yeah, from a competent, experienced coach, and I
Sound
haven't been subsumed already with some of your videos that I've watched. I felt naturally comfortable to come to you. So it was no effort from anywhere. It was just me based on my connection with your videos, and that was how the journey started. And I said, okay, let me enroll for the July session, and here we are.
here we are. Okay, so how was the entire journey? Like, was it too hard? Was I pushing too much? How was it?
So maybe because I knew just from the pinbook itself that this must be a very rough ride. So the content from based on pinbook is wide. So I expected a lot of stress, but I was emotionally ready. I was physically ready for that stress. And if you really want something, you would put a lot into it. So for me, that was what I used to ginger myself up to say, okay, let's go for this. So for me, it was stressful. The only stress for me mainly is the fact that beyond the regular stress, which every other member of batch 7 would have encountered, is the timing zone. So my timing zone was also an issue for me, but I had signed on for this and I was ready to face whatever impediments that
Whatever it,
comes my way.
that's the right words. Exactly. Whatever the impediments. Okay. So I gave you a lot of mocks. The reason being you don't have the dates in Nigeria. Like one of the biggest problem was that while he joined, I know I had some students in Nigeria. There were some civil things going on in Nigeria. So the centers were but finally we give in to that. How was the center?
Yeah, so the center was cool. For the purpose of the exam was fine. They were busy. They had schedules of other exams from the proprietary service providers. Yeah, so that was why it was a bit difficult to to um, to get space when I actually wanted it. But all is well that ends well.
Hmm. How did you manage time in the exam?
Okay, maybe before the exam, that lag, that 1 week lag that I had to schedule beyond when I was really ready, it was a bit stressful for me
Hmm.
because it was like I would need. I was now not sure. Do I need to go through things again? So I started going through one or two things again, and in the process, in one of the exams I did again, I saw that I was moving backward. I said, no, 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 this is not the way. So I just told myself, no, calm down, calm down. Just focus on where you are and get the RCAs. So I then began to follow that model. Just review all the RCAs only in readiness for the exam. So with respect to the exam and your question that how difficult was the exam? Is that your question, right?
My question was, how did you manage time in the exam and how
Oh, okay,
difficult
okay,
was
time. Yeah.
the exam?
Okay, time. Um, so following the 80, 75, 75 rule, I actually started, and when I saw the first three, four, five questions, I was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure I won't spend 60 minutes for this first 60 kind of questions?" Because I felt comfortable because I'd had the mindset, the proper mindset for the exam. Yeah, I was properly prepared for the exam. But by
Hmm.
the time I was around question 7, 8, 9, 10, things became more difficult, and I just saw time running.
Hmm.
Yeah, so the first 60 questions around I was on number 50, and I'd already gone around 75.
Hmm.
I'd like have 10 more questions with 5 minutes. So
Hmm.
I just told myself, let me steal part of the time from the next session. So I end up spending 83 minutes for the first 60 questions.
The first 60 question. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I was mindful that I needed to now gain time in section two. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And what about section 2 and 3?
Yeah, so when I then moved on to section two, because I knew that I had a deficit of 3 minutes already. So I during the break, using your guidance, I took that break. I actually exercised. The guys didn't, so I went to stretch and also motivate myself for the next phase. And then I also took a bite or two of chocolates just to calm down and very little water. So going into section two, knowing that I had a deficit of three minutes, I I went into it ready. And at the end of three of section two, I had 77 more minutes.
Hmm.
So I had now covered up back and I had 2 minutes bonus
Hmm.
for the final
Okay.
section.
Okay. That's an important thing to understand here and worked into that way. Okay. How difficult the exam was? Now that is the question.
The exam was difficult, but I would say that maybe the myriad and variety of questions and exams that have the mocks that I've also gone through
Hmm.
helped me a lot to be confident to master it. And I'd already given myself the right mindset to answer questions so that for any question, no matter how difficult, I will know the two possible answers from the four. So that was what helped me to follow through. And then that mindset of what would bring the move the project forward. And then one other gap that one other clarity I needed was helped with Trimsy's comments where that issue around first, if first is not mentioned, just jump into the solution mode, not necessarily following the steps. So that helped me in reducing time wasting to know whether should I follow should I follow the process or not. So I just once first or next is not there, I go for the real solution, not the steps towards that solution. So So the mindset and the number of questions, I'm sure I must have easily done more than 2,000 questions
Hmm.
over time. And
You
so
actually did you actually did more question, and one of the reason was the same thing. One of the reason was that we did not have what to say.
sorry?
Uh, I was keep on giving you questions because we did not have that thing with us, na. We could not give the exam easily, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now it comes to you. How you are going to like what are the things that we are going to work from here on? How you are going to support the students? Now that is my big questions. How
Okay.
you are going to do that? Tell me. Now each one teach one is the mantra
Yeah.
of the game, right? The
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
that Hassan Trimzi is doing. I want
Yeah.
you to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
The
Sure.
what Hassan Trimzi is doing, and you can do that. You have the same kind of commitment. I know that. Okay.
Mm.
You have the same type of commitment that Hassan has, and I want the same from you. I want
No
you to
problem.
help those students because that is our mantra. Each one teach
Yeah.
one is the name of the game,
Is the name
and
of the game. Yeah.
is the name of the game. To
And it is the most important thing.
it is the most important thing. It is the most
Yeah,
important thing.
indeed.
Okay. Okay. So, Tim, I want you to make 10 to 15 questions for PMP, right? I want you to make and send it to me. Okay?
I would brush my memories and put similar scenarios into some of the questions that came my way. Yeah.
Try to
But
do make
but but
try to
but,
make
but
some.
sorry.
Try to make some questions
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I will. The ones they would especially I had about three two two graphs. There was also um TCPI.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and then there were just a myriad of other regular kind of questions, but there were two funny graphs there. Yeah,
Two
so
two
I would
graphs
I would
question.
I'll share. Yeah.
Okay. What else? What else was there that can be helpful for the PMP students? Anything else
O-
that can help the
Okay,
PMPs?
okay. So I would want to say, just as a lot of people that have said, it's all about communication. It's all about team. It's all about stakeholder. If you have a good handle of stakeholder, how you navigate from stakeholder management to communication and then team,
Hmm.
I think you are already in the finish line. If you
Okay.
have those three, and then also your agile should be good. So for me, I think my agile is almost 100%. So my agile is very good. Is the predictive that this process of to know whether it's first or final was just a bit more confusing. So your agile needs to be good. Your stakeholder, team, and communication very key.
So stakeholder communication, team, agile is the most important thing in order for PMP exam to get it done. Okay?
Yeah,
To
yeah.
get the PMP done, it is the most important thing. Okay, okay. Thank you very much, Tim. I really appreciate for you for coming and sharing your journey. Do send me your picture. I'll make a thumbnail of it and let's keep working into that way.
No
Okay?
problem. No
Thank you,
problem.
Tim. Thank you very much.